I'm sorry, I don't see how Jake pulls this off. I see Mike Tyson punching him in the body, and I don't see how Jake stops that.
Welcome back to Real Talk with Darius. Glad to see you. Glad to be back. Just been taking some time to get some other things done, but also working on some plans to, as I get ready to come up on a year, which is probably about 6 months away. Well, a little less than that, September-ish, when I decided to really devote myself to my channel more. Just working on improving some things behind the scenes to make your experience a whole lot better. But anyway, I want to thank you guys. I want to thank everybody who's helped me, who have subscribed to my channel, and also my goal is to get to 1,000, probably maybe by September. My year anniversary of being fully committed to my channel. So if you have any family members or friends who like the content on this channel, please share it with them. Remember to like and comment as well and set your notifications. That helps with the YouTube algorithms. Again, thank y'all for joining me. Let's check this out. Now, today's video is going to be about the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. Actually, I should have said Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. So Michael Jai White, a known actor, known martial artist, is giving his thoughts on Vlad TV. By the way, I like a lot of what Vlad does on his channel. So if you just check out his content, you may see some things that you like. Now, I think he talked too much a lot of times when he's interviewing people, but anyway, he does definitely do some interviews with some pretty good talent.
Well, let's switch gears for a second. It was announced recently that Mike Tyson, age 57, is going to be fighting Jake Paul, age 27, on July 20th on Netflix, which is, I think, a first for Netflix to actually have a live fight.
Yeah, right. I think so.
Who you got?
I got Mike Tyson.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, real quick, I want to point this out about Michael Jai White for those of you who do not know him. Again, he's known as a true martial artist. He's an actor as well. I enjoy his movies. In the movies I've seen, I enjoy his acting, and I just enjoy him as an actor. I now don't agree with some of his political beliefs or views or anything like that, but I think he's a well-rounded and respected martial artist, and I think he just have a well-rounded background when it comes at least to the fight game, and so he likes to fight and train with some of the best around the world. And he sometimes name drops and stuff like John Bone Jones. He trained with them or sparred with him, but there's a host of other UFC fighters he's fought with, and some other people he's named dropped that I don't know in the martial art world that he has trained with, and he has several black belts in several different martial arts. So I haven't heard anybody truly come out against the things he has said. So anyway, he also played Mike Tyson, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago when Mike Tyson was real, he was in prison and came out, things of that nature. When Mike Tyson had his issues. So anyway, this guy played him. And so he kind of knows Mike because he had to do his research. True actors, they do their homework and research. So anyway, let's go ahead and check out the rest of this.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't see how Jake pulls this off. I see Mike Tyson punching him in the body, and I don't see how Jake stops that.
Me neither.
Jake is not of the size to give Mike a problem. Mike can be, big guys would hold Mike, guys with long reach that outweigh him. Yeah. I think people that's Mike's weight, with Mike's center of gravity, I don't think there's anything that's going to stop him. Mike hits him in the body don't move that much. I don't see how Jake survives a body attack.
See, that's my thing too. I'm not an expert in boxing and things, but I do pay attention to certain things. And I see Mike Tyson's. I grew up watching Mike Tyson, so I know what Mike's angle is going to be. I mean, if you've seen that Roy Jones fight, in their latter years, Mike, not great in shape, Mike Tyson. If you saw his body movement, it's just like what he used to do back in the day. So I don't see Jake being able to really take it. If Mike is actually going to be able to be Mike, I don't see Jake taking it.
Personally.
Okay, I looked it up. Mike Tyson is 220 pounds.
That's 1 pound less than his optimal weight.
And Jake Paul is about 200 pounds. He's got about 20 pounds.
Are you kidding me? He's only 200?
Yeah.
Oh, gee. It's worse than I thought.
That was his last fight. That's what he weighed in as.
Yeah. Oh, boy. That means, because he fought Tommy Fury he was 200 pounds when he fought Tommy Fury?
6'1". Mike is what, 5'10"? Let me see.
Huh. He's 6'1".
5'10". Yeah, 5'10". So he got 3 inches on him.
I know.
3 inches for Mike Tyson's not a big deal, obviously. But Tyson is 57. And, okay.
I don't care.
when Tyson fought... Okay, so when Tyson fought Roy Jones Jr., he clearly won. But he did seem kind of winded during that fight.
Roy Jones has skills that Jake will never have.
Right.
Even at that age.
Right.
Jake's got a punch. But, see, Jake has fought really tiny guys in comparison to him. Nobody was... only Tommy Fury that I know of and then I happen to know, which is, I probably shouldn't say anything, because, I was instrumental in, sometimes getting guys to spar with.
I shouldn't say this, but...
Jake and his brother.
Right. He lost to Tommy Fury.
Yeah, but I know the guys that train with them, okay, and how they do against them. So I'm a little like, it's kind of insider information there, but yeah, I don't see Jake doing much against Mike.
So you definitely give it to Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a give. Mike's not giving this fight. He's giving a fight against Jake, yes, but he's not giving a W. Mike gonna take it.
I probably shouldn't freaking say anything, because who am I to say that? Because I don't want to mess with, these are people's business. So
exactly, this is business.
People are going to make predictions and people are going to chime in. This is the nature of a public fight. It's not they're privately getting together and we're the only ones who know about it. No.
Yeah, okay.
It's a public fight on the biggest streaming platform in the world, Netflix.
Yeah, it's true.
Clearly, they want people to talk about it, to hype it up. I'm sure they appreciate this conversation right now.
Jake, all power to him, man. What he's done, everybody's going to see that damn fight.
Yes.
Everybody's going to see that. So Jake is never going to lose.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm sure his payday, even with a loss, is insane.
A loss is not a loss in this situation.
No.
Right, I agree. That's why, me personally, I've said this about Jake. Yes, he can fight. I won't call him a great fighter, but he can fight. But most of what he has going for him, in my view, is his business savviness. He's doing something nobody else has done before. So from a YouTube sensation, in one field, if you will, to this. And then on top of it, here's the true boxer he did fight, he had problems with and lost that fight. Now, Mike's an experienced boxer, back in fighting shape. Yes, he may be older, 30 years older, but true fighters don't lose everything. It take a while to do that, especially if they stay in shape.
Yeah.
No, he even moved to Puerto Rico at one point, so he doesn't have to pay taxes.
Is that
That's not much money. But that's usually why people move to places like Puerto Rico. Like, why else would you live in Puerto Rico? With Jake Paul, I feel that the main thing that he needs to get over is, I feel that with most people, there's an inherent fear of Mike Tyson because of his reputation.
Mm-hmm.
He knocks people out in 30 seconds. He'll bite your ear off. He'll eat your kids. Like, all the crazy stuff that's been said and done over the years. And I remember when I talked to Holyfield, he kind of said the same thing. He said that Tyson usually beats people that are come in the ring scared. But he said, I wasn't scared. And I had to show him early on that I'm not scared of you.
Right.
That, he said, threw Tyson off, and that's why he was able to win both times.
Mm-hmm.
Technically he won once. He was, Tyson was disqualified the second time, but he was winning that second match. Do you think that Jake Paul is going to be scared of Tyson coming in the ring?
He should be. And Tyson's going to be scared too. Tyson's always scared. He said it himself. That's one of his things. That's why he puts on that armor. You know. So that's yeah. So he should fear Tyson's fear.
Right, because I remember hearing Tyson say that. He says he goes into a fight, he's scared. And when you have a person with a mentality who's in survival mode, and either they feel like their back's up or against the wall, or they have to really scrap, this is life or death to them, whatever they get, be it real or imagined, the mind is a very powerful thing. So again, if this is going to be really a fight, a boxing match, or they call it an exhibition, and we get any glimpse of the Tyson of old, then Jake's in for a rough night. I would imagine the fight's going to be less like it used to be for Tyson back in the day. Because remember, he fought against heavyweights and more seasoned fighters at that time. Okay, so that was 30 years ago, whatever, 20 years or more ago. But Jake would be light work, and of course, I've heard some people talk about this too. That a Mike Tyson in his prime, Jake would have no chance at. This wouldn't even be a conversation. So when they made that comment, it was, to me, in my opinion, it was a dumb thing to say. Just because people who've been watching a notified game in that sense, we know that's not even a conversation to even be had.
But I mean, the way I look at fighting, I have a certain perspective that I enjoy it. I enjoy every aspect of it. That's why I love sparring people. I like testing myself. Because it's one of those things that maybe it's crazy, but you never feel more. For me, I never feel more alive than those situations. I really I get hit. The first thing that happens is I smile, because it's just like, I don't know. There's a certain fun to it, to me. But I would say, if Jake has fun, would be the best way of looking at that. The fear thing sometimes, I don't know. I mean, there's a little, I can understand the fear a little bit beforehand, anticipating. Sometimes that's a little nerve wracking, but embrace the fun of it, man. You get to fight Mike Tyson. You're gonna one of the few people who get to do that. Yeah, that's, like I say, I'm envious of that. To be able to, man, are you kidding me? That's a dream.
Nice. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comment section. Do you think, first of all, what do you think about Michael Jai White's take on the situation? Then secondly, if you drop a comment, let me know who you think's gonna win. Now, I know a lot of us, some people say, well, it's gonna tarnish Mike's legacy. I get that.
It's a shame,
okay?
Doctors
Can't argue that
so
point. Can't argue against that point. Okay. But since the fight's gonna happen anyway, what's your thoughts on it? Do you think there's gonna be a vintage Mike Tyson come out and do some work on Jake Paul? Do you think that Jake Paul really is mostly in it for the money? Because I mean, all of his fights, if you've been watching, I was interested because I want to see him get whooped, honestly, because I don't think he respects the game like he should. And you say, what do you mean? Because he's supposed to represent boxing, from my understanding, because that's the art, the skill. It's not UFC, it's not mixed martial arts, it's not street fighting. It's the game or the art of boxing. And so you have some people who like that he's brought attention back to the sport. Give you that's business. But in terms of coming up and going through the ranks and challenging yourself against either comparable or even better fighters than you, I think he's done himself and the sport, from that standpoint, a disservice, and just made it practically about the money. So what do you think about that? Remember to like, subscribe, comment, set your notifications. I'll see you next time.